Fred MacGuffin, Fred MacGuffin reviews the jam. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Welcome to my channel, Fred MacGuffin Reviews, and I'm going to give you some guff about The Champ, 1979. For me, this movie is a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. And yeah, this is a bit of a nostalgic watch for me. I remember watching this as a kid, and got my hands on it on DVD and gave it a watch. And yeah, nice to revisit it again. So let's talk about all the main players in this. First of all, we have director Franco Zeffirelli, and yeah, this was unusual for him. He seemed to like doing a lot of Romeo and Juliet and Shakespeare sort of stuff, like Taming of the Shrew, and yeah, so he took a break from all that, and he also did a mini series, Jesus of Nazareth, and then he went on to this movie. So 60s and 70s, yeah, this, he sort of, as I said, Shakespeare, and then religious movie, and then he went into this movie, The Champ. And yeah, so it's from 1979, and after this movie he went on to direct Othello, Jane Eyre. He did a version of Hamlet with Mel Gibson, and he done another movie called Tea with Mussolini. So yeah, it was a strange choice for him. Because this is more like a TV movie, but the made for TV movie, but the script is elevated, elevates this into something else, and the actors involved elevate it into something else, and of course his Franco Zeffirelli's input into this elevated as well. So you have John Voight, who plays Billy Flynn, and he's the father of Ricky Schroeder, and Ricky Schroeder is his character is called T.J. Flynn. And then we have what would you say? She's estranged wife is played by Faye Dunaway, and her name is Annie in the movie. So yes, John Voight, Billy Flynn, he's our champ in this. You may have seen him in Midnight Cowboy, Deliverance, Coming Home. He got an Oscar for that. Runaway Train, Heat, Mission Impossible, Anaconda, Enemy of the State, and Zoolander. So he's an amazing career, and he's a powerhouse of an actor. And so he plays Billy Flynn, who is he's basically he's an ex-champion and boxer. And it seems that alcohol and gambling have sort of put him on the ropes, so to speak. His career is, going downhill. His career's gone downhill, and I think, yeah, the drink and the gambling have affected that. And he's now working as a horse trainer with his son. His son sort of is in the same place, works at the same place as him, and his son is played by Ricky Schroeder, who this was his first role, and yeah, another powerhouse of an actor. This is an amazing first role. He went on to play Little Lord Fauntleroy, and he was in a series called Silver Spoons, and he was on a TV show called Lonesome Dove, a miniseries, and Crimson Tide, NYPD Blue, and 24. And yeah, he's up there with Henry Thomas of E.T. and Drew Barrymore as just unbelievable child actors. His performance in this is great, and so is John Voight's. John Voight always brings his A game. And of course, you have Faye Dunaway as well. I mean, yeah, we're getting spoiled in this one. There's a lot of great talent. Faye Dunaway plays Annie, as I said, a strange mother of TJ. She, of course, was in Bonnie and Clyde, Thomas Crown Affair, Little Big Man, Chinatown, Tower and Inferno, Network, Eyes of Lord Mars, Mommy Dearest, and Supergirl, and a whole lot more. That's only tip of the iceberg. So yeah, and then when she comes back into TJ's life, and begins trying to lure him um, away from his father. And Flynn feels like he needs to return to the boxing ring to provide for his son, and yeah, make up for, I suppose, his wayward life of drinking and gambling. And yeah, during the movie, this gets him into a lot of trouble. We've got TJ bringing him home from a bar where he's gotten drunk. Um, Billy sometimes wins at gambling, and he gets a big win and buys TJ a horse. And yeah, so he's a guy with a heart of gold. He loves his son. He's got these problems that he's trying to deal with, and that have led to his sort of his life as a horse trainer. And he yeah, I think he had an injury on his last fight as a boxer, which I think that's why he stays away from going back into boxing again. So listen, that's the guts of this story. And yeah, the champ for me, 3 out of 5. I'm gonna say go and watch it and check it out. It's worth a watch. I mean, the end of this has a rousing boxing match that I don't know how they filmed it, but it felt a lot better than the Rocky movie. Just you could see all the people in the crowd, and yeah, it was a rousing sort of boxing match at the end of this. So I won't spoil any. I won't say any more about it, and I'm going to go into spoilers. So go and watch it and come back, and I'm going to start spoiling this movie. Spoiler warning. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to spoil this too much, but yeah, at the end of this, as a kid, I remember watching this as a kid, and that long time ago, obviously, and yeah, it's there's both a really good boxing match in this, and of Billy Flynn trying to win back his crown, or a comeback fight, and yeah, also heartbreaking sort of, but but thanks to Ricky Schroeder's performance, it draws on the heartstrings, and it would bring a grown man to tears. And yeah, Ricky Schroeder goes up against Faye Dunaway and John Voight in this, and he shows them. Yeah, he sort of doesn't let himself down. He does a great job. A great child actor. He really, you know, yeah, amazing to find this natural talent at acting. And as I said, his career kept going strong for many years after that. And yeah, so you have great director John Voight, Faye Dunaway. You have a great supporting cast as well. You have Jack Warden, who plays the coach and trainer. You have Arthur Hill, who plays Mike. You have Struther Martin, who plays Riley. And you have, some great drama in this. You have Billy Flynn messing up, you know, due to his gambling problems with his son. But his son just won't, of course, he loves him and he sticks by him. And yeah, you've great drama in this. You have, Annie coming back into their lives, trying to, she feels like she wants to get to know TJ, and thinks she can now be a mother to him. And yeah, so you've got all that drama there. You've got, you've got a lot to deal with in this, and a lot of heartbreak. And yeah, so yeah, great movie. It was nice to see it again. It's been a long time since I've seen it, and yeah, check it out. There's and John Voight got his Oscar for Coming Home, and this was it wasn't. This was I think the same year, roughly the same year when he got his Oscar. So yeah, you're seeing John Voight, the height of his powers. Same with Faye Dunaway, and yeah, a very good watch. And so yeah, enjoy, check it out. This is me, Fred MacGuffin, reviewing The Champ. Red MacGuffins reviewed the champ.